Hi, welcome back to Liferay tutorial series. In today's episode, we'll focus on retrieving the blog entries using Liferay Headless API via Postman. Here, what we are going to cover in this episode: understanding the blog Headless API Endpoint, getting the site ID of your blog content, use Postman to retrieve the blog entries, understanding the API response. Understanding the blog API endpoint. Liferay provides headless API endpoint for blog entries as part of headless-delivery module. So in our previous episode, we have covered how to retrieve the API endpoint list. So if you have missed it, please watch that video again in the previous episode. So here we have a lot of APIs related to the blog. However, we will be using the get v1 siteId blog posting. So this will retrieve the site blog posting. Result can be paginated, filtered, searched, or sorted. So in here you can see we need a site ID of blog where we are fetching the blog. So to get the site ID that we have covered under the site definition, site config in the configuration, under the site set in the site settings, site configuration will be found in the site ID. Site configuration. You can see the site ID. So now next use Postman to retrieve the blog entries. Now let's put into an action. Open the Postman. So I have already opened the Postman and set the method to the get method and copy paste the URL. So here from the API endpoint you can see v1 site ID blog posting and the localhost 8080. So this is the URL for getting the blog posting, and we have to authorize the in order to fetch the content from the Liferay we have to authenticate. So we have to use the I have used inherit from the parent. So in the top of the folder I have set the authentication, the basic authentication and the username and password. And what are all the API which we are using? We can use inherit from the parent, so we don't need to create pass this for each and every request. It will be inherited from the parent folder. So now let's pass the correct site ID to put the site ID and hit the send button. So this will retrieve all the blogs content. So in order to view better view, I am pasting this on the JSON viewer. So under the items you can see 2 items are there. So we can compare this one with actual our website content. Click on the blogs. Okay, so you can see there are I have created 2 blogs. The same thing will be coming under this one. Let's check. Okay, so you have article body, article headline. Okay, front URL, headline, ID, image, caption, the image URL. So if you are looking for master, the same thing whatever which we are which we have added into the blog entry, the same thing will come under the in the API response. So we have covered like how to fetch the authenticate and getting the response, the headline, article body. So you can get started with the Liferay as a heading, then this will be the title, and so headline getting started with the title also we got, and description if you are looking. So if you are looking, this is the description. So each of them we are going to get the images we have found there. So in this way, for the first item we have article body, alternative headline. So each of them we have seen. Next, the second item also have the same one, the different. So second blog, whatever which we have created, that is coming there. So in this way we can get the blog list from the Liferay using the Headless API. Now since you can see this is retrieving all the blogs, we have another API that will return only the specific blog. So in order to get that one, we have to pass the ID. So here we can see this 33800 as the ID. So get blog list via ID in this one blog listing. So just change the ID. So, yeah, you can see this will return the corresponding specific blog instead of all the blog. You can see there is only one item. As in this way, in this here we have this one under the items we have 0 and 1. Here that is under the items itself it is coming. There is no array of items. So today we have covered how to retrieve the blog content using the Headless API. That is for today. You have successfully retrieved the blog entries from Liferay CE using Headless API and Postman. In next episode, we will talk further and show how to retrieve and manage the navigation menu. And if this helped you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and comment if you have any doubt. Thank you.